in the deep blue sea when I cross the border. Brothers and sisters, welcome back to the second reaction video of this year today. Mystelics reaction channel videos, guys. And of course, big up the Mystelics family for tuning into yet another reaction video. Don't forget, guys, to check out the previous one. That'll be in the first comment in the comment box below, as well as the what? The Mystelics YouTube app. I know some people actually reach out to me. Hey, where's the stuff? They have iPhones. Who tell you I can buy iPhone? But anyways, guys, we'll be getting that vibration sooner or later right there in this area, guys. So definitely download the app. Those are Android devices and television as well. Download the app on your television and Android devices. Of course, later on, it'll be definitely dropping for the Mystelics YouTube family who have iPhones right there. And of course, I just want to say big up the newcomers out there as well for tuning into this year reaction video, guys. We got a number of things. Of course, we got some cricket vibrations happening, brothers and sisters, but some weather conditions seem to try to marry our scene, man. Fire! No, not fire. No, let the weather do what it have to do, brothers and sisters. But hopefully it makes way for us right there. This is an update of continuation of the weather forecast, brothers and sisters. I have to help you, let you guys know, because some of you guys reach out to me. Mystelics, what's gonna happen? Should I get my tickets and whatnot? Well, this is it right there. Just take a listen and I'll give my explanation in this regard to make sure that you feel comfortable in this regard. I don't want to lead nobody or leave nobody stray, you know, right there. So everybody's one family, man. Come on, man. Let's listen to the weather forecast.
A strong tropical wave located over the western tropical Atlantic, about 700 miles east of the Los Angeles, continues to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Only slight additional development of this system is expected while it moves west-northwestward at about 15 miles per hour.
About what?
West-northwestward at about 15 miles per hour.
Guys, you don't find it kind of strange? The condition that they're talking about is about 700 miles away. That's what it says. And it's moving like at 15 miles per hour. Yet it's going to take about 2 days in accordance to the time frame, 15 to 20 hours per day. That'll be, well, I guess it kind of makes sense. 300 in 1 day, 20 hours. Okay, yeah, it kind of makes sense in 2 days time. Kind of makes sense. I just really thought about it right there. Per hour, 24 hours in a day, but I did it under 20 hours. And 15 times 20 is definitely 300. So it can move at a distance around that time right there. It's very interesting. Anyways, guys, let's continue right there.
For the next few days, this wave is forecast to move over the Windward Islands. This was
early. I think this was yesterday I received this. So most likely by Friday we should have some conditions right there,
including Dominica, late Friday or early Saturday, and then over the Eastern Caribbean Sea by the weekend. This wave has a low chance of development. However,
so it's nothing to worry about. It's just a tropical storm, so to speak, a tropical depression, whatever they want to call it.
Rainfall projection is about 1 to 3 inches for Dominica, with possible thunderstorms, gusty winds, and rough seas up to 3.5 meters expected.
So we're expecting to see some kind of curve balls. When they ball in the ball, man, the wind going to swing ball like magic. So man have to send ball this way forward. I just say I don't talk a magic when I want.
People in the areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks are advised to monitor and to be on alert from late Friday into Saturday morning. Residents should also take precautions to minimize the impacts of strong winds, and a small craft warning will come into effect for rough seas, particularly on the eastern to southern coast of Dominica by noon on Friday.
So noon on Friday, this whole situation will pretty much start to that's tomorrow, and then by Saturday, early Saturday morning around that time, it should pass over. And I guess by the time cricket starts for 1:30, brothers and sisters, we good to go. That's not true. We good to go, man. Hopefully no landslides happen to block people from going to the destinations and what have you. But of course, in terms of the weather conditions, brothers and sisters, this is when it's going to be happening. And of course, July 2nd is the Saturday itself. And of course, we know what about the conditions for Saturday. However, you guys can still get your tickets, because remember, they're telling you it's on Saturday morning. The conditions will pretty much pass by early Saturday morning. So of course, the game is of course at what time? 1:30, brothers and sisters. So at that time, I'm guessing that, you know, there might be a little wind here and there, a few rain showers and whatnot. but not too crazy to disrupt the 2020. It's not 50 overs, brothers and sisters. They can it can start at 2:30, man. We are lights in the stadium. Now they put the lights. Hopefully they put the lights just in case we can play in the night time, man. Sometimes we inside there and it hot, man. It hot, the sun direction on us. We in the wrong part of the stadium and so forth. But brothers and sisters, make it happen, man. Yo, I just want to see the actions and everybody enjoying themselves, no doubt about it. And of course, if you're not sure of the whole situation, you can pretty much purchase your tickets actually at the stadium right there. If you're uncertain, so around Saturday and Sunday, the ticketing booth opens at 10 a.m. That's what I was told. And if you want to buy your tickets now or Friday, you say, boy, I don't know if seats gone full up and thing, let me just go and get my seat just in case. Some individuals asked me about a refund. I don't know about that, brothers and sisters, but if you're uncertain, the best thing I would personally do if I'm uncertain about something is to actually go on the day to actually get it. And not just go on the day, brothers and sisters, go early enough on that day to make sure that you get your tickets and whatnot on Saturday if you're uncertain, depending on the weather conditions, because individuals actually reached out to me saying, hey, I'm not sure about the weather conditions and so forth. I want to bring my family and people and so forth and my friends from overseas and what have you, but I'm not sure. So you guys can actually wait on Saturday and try to get your tickets on Saturday early enough, after the storm has passed and so forth. So this is the latest update I have on you guys. It's Saturday morning. It should be around, and of course when it passed through, which you think. Then again, is the park gonna be dry enough for it to run? We'll just have to see. I think there's gonna be a lot of sunshine on Saturday. That's just my thoughts. Anyways, guys, considering the whole situation involving the girl and water, we are back with the missing girl yet again, brothers and sisters, with the same individual right there. And of course, it seems like he has some sort of information that he wants to tell. I didn't hear the full thing. I heard a little snippet of it, but of course, we're gonna take a listen to what he has to say right there.
It's probably sort again. Today, I want to just bring out the views of one person in the Bells Warner area. That individual spoke to me for a lengthy period of time last night.
So it's a hearsay. In the court of law, it's going to be considered hearsay. So he's pretty much giving hearsay right there. Anyways, let's continue.
Maybe more than 3 hours, guys. Okay? The general view is that Keon and his mother are the perpetrators.
All you know is, But hey, but the lady staying in the same house. Well, no, not really. It's an interesting. Anyways, I'm trying to see the logic in this. Let's continue.
She said that Keon killed that child. So if everybody have hope of finding Kanisha alive, is when Keon took that child from that house.
But if that is the case right there, and people have been searching all over the place, I think they would have taken a stench. They would have taken a stench somewhere, brothers and sisters, because people search pretty much a lot of the places. This is one of the reasons why we believe that our personal view, we believe that she's alive somewhere with somebody. We still have that view. We don't think she's gone. We still have that view that she's alive based on the information we received. Because it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. You must have helped somebody obtain the little one, and that's the only thing that makes sense right there. And maybe the police know some information in this regard. This is why they eliminated the guy. Who knows? There are many questions to be answered. This is why I'll say it yet again. The family needs to take these individuals to where? To court, of course.
Somebody miraculously just grabbed Kanisha from Keon.
Wait a while.
Is when Keon took that child from that. Everybody have hope of finding Kanisha alive. Is when Keon took that child from that house. Somebody miraculously just grabbed Kanisha from Keon.
I don't think somebody would have miraculously grabbed her from Keon, the madman, and just do have her show up again. That doesn't make any sense. Unless that person that grabbed her, Keon, and that person were working together, and that person took that little one and left. And then again, how do police know who is who? If they change up the little one here and they change up her face or whatever, not change up her face, put makeup or whatever on her face to look a bit different, and just pass through. You know, so much black people, black little people passing around who can just pass in ferry and thing just like that. It is possible that she's probably gone outside of Dominica and people searching all over the place. This is why I tell you, nobody noticed any stench anywhere. And a lot of people, hundreds of people have been searching in the bushes. Even to the point where they actually went to the area where Kian was found. You know, and gone there. They didn't notice any stench. I didn't hear any police talking about any stench. So it's a huge possibility that she's alive and well today. Anyways, let's continue. And that car will, hopefully we get the father to speak with us on that issue.
But as far as she knows Keon is a violent person, a disturbed and a possessed individual.
Yeah, he might be a zombie too.
Okay guys, she said Keon killed that child, and the moment she told me that, everything just went cold inside of me, guys.
So you're just accepting somebody's words with no facts. I think that is a problem in this world that we're living in right now. A lot of people say things and they do have no facts, especially if what they're saying doesn't make any sense. I mean, we make speculations and try to understand the whole thing, getting certain information. Just like I said before, facts is people got there and didn't notice any stench. So the hope of her being alive rather than dead is much higher than she being dead. Because a lot of people went to all over one and all kind of places didn't take any stench. And by now, there would have been a stench somewhere. You understand me? Unless he probably buried her somewhere, then that's another story right there. But we're still keeping the hope alive, man.
Okay, so those are the views of that person. Okay, guys. So I wrote down everything she said. So I'm gonna spill it for you guys what she said to me. And but the most negative thing about that whole conversation is when she told me that 100% in her heart believe Keon killed that child. Guys, those are not the views of Palisot. Okay, guys?
Those are not the views of Palisot. That's interesting. That's a nice, interesting way of putting it.
So, she gave me a quotation deep down in our conversation, but I feel like she just introduced the whole thing by just reading out that quotation which I wrote down. Okay?
Hey uncle, are you unibrow, man? Hey uncle, are you unibrow? Yes, I.
Guys, she said, Palisot, for you to live your life, here is a beautiful quotation for you. Okay? She said, a lie would go halfway around the world before the truth can put it boots on. But when the truth put that boots on, it will settle once and for all.
Well, we're waiting for the truth here. That's what we're waiting for. And I think the truth will be found in the court system. Because the truth can be found, you know, and then people doing what they want to try to manipulate the laws to fit their truth, even though the truth is out there. So the truth will definitely come out. Just like Johnny Depp, all kind of truth came out, you know. All sorts of truth come out, good, bad, ugly, in between, upside down, all those things came out. So this is one of the reasons why I want the family to do this thing. So a lot of information, especially what the police is hiding, can come out as well. And it bound to come out. If the lawyer is good. Because there are a lot of interesting lawyers in Dominica.
Oh, you want me to read it again?
No.
Okay, let me read it again.
No.
But when the truth put... Okay, guys. So she started telling me things, you know, guys. Like, he's the field chairman of all pilgrim holding, telling me things, you know, guys. Like, for instance, Brother Lawrence Bruno is the field chairman of all pilgrim holiness churches in Dominica. So Brother Bruno is actually a boss, he's in charge. But Brother Bruno has a boss, and Brother Bruno boss is a white man or a church from the United States.
I'm guessing they're talking about the pastor guy. I'm guessing. Anyways, let's continue.
Okay, guys. So he's in charge of all the churches, the Pilgrim Holiness churches in Dominica, guys. So the churches are supervised by white American guys. The rules of that church.
But if you want to talk about who's supervising who, isn't the Catholic Church supervised by the Pope, white people? So if you're trying to use one thing to understand something, then if the pilgrimage church, I'm guessing that's the church that you're part of, if that is the case right there, then what is the relevance of somebody being in charge of the church though? But anyways,
guys, they cannot have a television in Dominica. They cannot have a television. You cannot marry with a ring. No jewelry.
I'm guessing they're trying to give us the information about the adopted parents. Maybe that's what they're trying to do.
No jewelry, no perm, long clothing that drag on the road, long dresses and long sleeves. That's mainly for the women. Women wear no pants. Okay, guys, all that is happening in Dominica, guys.
That was something that used to actually happen back in the day, but people, you know, they were more following different protocols from certain people, and they realized that doesn't make any sense. But it still wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but you know, more understanding.
Women must wear no makeup. No makeup. Or you see for the short faces, that is how the ladies have to be. Okay?
That's crazy.
The teaching of the church is you raise poor, you die poor. That is the mentality, guys, of the church.
That's an interesting church right there.
No fancy cars. And if you ever purchase a fancy car,
that's understandable, because I mean, if they're living as pilgrims, then that's understandable. If that's the belief system, they're trying to live a humble life, I guess that would make sense. It would make sense, because I'm thinking of the Amish people. The Amish people can get a lot of money if they want to, but they choose to just live simple lives. They don't have electricity like that. They use solar stuff, and they use propane. We were understanding how they're living and so forth. So if they're trying to live that way, that's understandable.
when the white leaders see you with that car, they will tell you those are worldly materials, earthly materials. It's no good.
But like I say, if it's a belief system, then it makes sense. But if you're talking about white people telling you this kind of things, if it's not your belief and your belief is what white man tell you, then that's a totally different story.
Guys, she's saying that the leaders of the church have big homes. Those are the white people. They have big homes.
Well, that is contrary, but then again, that's hearsay at the same time. But if that is the case, that's contrary to what they're telling the other people in the church. This is why religiosity is a very bad thing. And people like to confuse religiosity with Jesus Christ, Jesus in English, and what he stood for. There's a huge difference between what people think other people should do versus what the Bible tell you, what the Most High have spoken to you about. There's a huge difference. So it's a relationship with God, not a relationship with man. You fellowship with the people. There's a difference. So you fellowship, but each man have to walk their own path. You check me. But there's only one. Each man walk their own path, but there's only one way into the Most High's kingdom. You see me? Anyways, let's continue.
Right? They have earthly materials.
Well, they should stop their dirty ways.
Very funny, right?
Yep.
Guys, the person is saying, the lady is saying, the people in the church in our beautiful island Dominica are brainwashed.
I'm guessing they're talking about the church that the person was going. Was that the case? The people who were in the church, I'm sure there are some people who knew this. Can you verify this information to be correct, true or false? Or what are your thoughts?
So the moment she said the people in the church are brainwashed, first thing that clicked was the Jim Jones effect on my fellow Dominican guys.
That's everything.
The people in the church are brainwashed. Oh my God. Mr. Lawrence has a big lot in Warner. So if Mr. Lawrence have to sell that piece of property, Mr. Lawrence could build any fancy house he wants. Okay, guys, Mr. Lawrence, as she said, doesn't believe in earthly material. Mr. Lawrence will do anything possible. That's what she's saying.
That's probably, well, when he says, I'm trying to, no guys, look at where common sense comes in. What he's saying kind of coincides to the point where he stated, and the father actually stated this, stating that they didn't have electricity. They had a solar device that they used to use back in the day, but he's not sure what happened to it. And they having electricity and this kind of things there, I guess, wasn't part of what they do or what they use. This is probably why the girl felt like she was not happy being there. Not only just being in that kind of circumstance situation, her friends probably have all the electricity and all kind of gadgets and so forth, while she goes through this thing and they tell her she can't have these things, and she probably felt like, you know, left out, but also she not having the ability to go and play for friends as well, which makes to the understanding, and this is also speculation right there, common sense, guys, that I'm going through this and this is why I'm allowed to stay. I'm trying to go with my father. They don't want me to stay with my father. Therefore, if somebody wants me to come and stay with them, where I can forget all these things, probably somebody felt sorry for her for going through these things with these people. No electricity, probably like car use electronics and this kind of things there. And based on what I understood from the father himself stating they don't have electricity, use solar, then probably she felt that I don't want to stay there anymore. They are not making me go by my father. I might as well go by somebody else. Maybe that's another, and that's of course another reason why we also believe that she would be alive. It kind of coincides with what makes sense. Tell me correct me if I'm wrong, you know, guys. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. Because she's going through this thing. She's talking about a particular religious beliefs and so forth. And they don't have electricity from my understanding. I hope somebody can clarify this for me. And they live at a certain distance. This is why you have to climb up a mountain or something for him to actually go and get help. You know, he didn't have nobody around him. So the girl living in that condition probably felt, hey, I get enough age. You know, teenagers getting thing. And it's been known for teenagers to run away. I mean, even when you have electricity, Papa got teenagers running away. They'll find some of them in Salisbury. Maybe she in Salisbury. But anyways, let's leave that alone. But that could be a reason why she would want to run away. Because she wanted to go with her father. True or false? Anyways, let's continue for a little bit more.
To go to heaven.
Having property and thing doesn't make people go to heaven. No? It's the heart of man that this the heart, not what you do. It'll be good to do good things, no doubt about it. But it's the heart of man the Most High sees, not your actions and this kind of things there. This is why some people who do good will burst hell wide open because their heart not right. And some people who do some terrible things, if they make it right in their heart, they will burst heaven open. I know it's kind of crazy, like what, Mystelics? But that's what I say though. God calls. Anyways, I'm not preaching there today. Let's continue.
Anything to go to heaven. Matter of fact, Mr. Lawrence are not bothered by women. The person further went and said that.
But if he's talking about the adopted parents and he has a wife, well, sometimes people can say, well, he's putting on a facade for the people and this kind of things there. But if he has a wife, did he have children? I don't know if he had children. Maybe he couldn't have children adopted. Who knows? Brothers and sisters, maybe they're checking. No, they're not doing that. So only adopt, they can adopt. Who knows, brothers and sisters? This is a speculation right there.
Which is somewhat personal, but I have to say it. I cannot do the investigation and give piece of the story. She said, Mr. Lawrence, wife, the pastor's wife, wears sexy panties.
Oh, she know that. Oh, you going to one house and see sexy panty? But what? Boy.
To turn on her husband, and Mr. Lawrence watches the other way. Okay, guys? So that is a little sense.
So the woman tempting the wife, tempting the other. That what? Where be there? Where be there, father? Your woman tempt your wife. That is not strangers on your wife. Boy, this is religiosity is a hell of a. If that is the truth right there, religiosity is a hell of a thing, eh? Oh, but into the blood of Jesus separate you from your dirty ways. But sometimes you're trying to not have dirty ways is having dirty ways, man. Your wife that there you boy.
But I couldn't investigate.
But I want to know how that person know that person was wearing sexy panty for her husband. All you good to it? First of all, you know those things there. The wife tell you those things. Well, it could be. But the wife could probably just make up your story for you. If you don't have facts, you have facts.
With half of the material, okay, guys?
Boy, Mr. Red just prepare boy.
So, Mr. Lawrence, rest assured, 20 women can be around him. He will not watch not one, guys. He is a pure man. Those are the words of that lady.
Well, the hearsay.
She also said that Mr. Lawrence cannot hurt a fly. She just cannot imagine Mr. Lawrence, Kanisha.
So according to a number of persons who thought that he was doing something to her and then decided to go and bury her somewhere and I actually made that post and think it sounds ridiculous. Well, according to this, if that is the case right there, this also goes against what people were saying. So
okay, guys. She also said that Mr. Lawrence is a lazy man. He is really lazy. So the shanty that they have in Warner, the lady did all the nailing. Pastor's wife did all the nailing of the boards and all these things. She put that home together. Guys, somebody see about a pastor and a woman that is hustling, selling her stuff. That is the condition they stay in? No, guys. The church is the culprit.
The church is not the culprit, no. Religiosity is the culprit. When man making things, they making up things that have nothing to do with the word of God. They're making up things, man. And come in and put nonsense. Anyways, guys, I think this is getting out of hand, man. When you reach a party, we have to stop right there before you to come for me. But you know, easy that place, that boy. So you choose to go and tell another man that probably have no dealings with that man himself. A woman just decide to come and give you all this information there, tell you about sexy panty. But what troll is that? And you yourself just coming up and just bring that out in the open like that. But you could do in that freaking place. Hey, guys, I'll possibly got that in the description below. And of course, don't forget to check out the previous reaction I actually did today. This is the first time I'm watching the thing. Like, I couldn't even finish the whole thing, man. That's crazy, man. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on the different situations. But some things that it says kind of make sense, coinciding, especially with the electricity and, you know, the distance that he had to travel to go and get help, which means he was in an isolated area. And of course, if the girl was there, it would make sense. You know, the father was talking about the solar devices as well that they use. You're not sure what happened, what is the dynamic. But if they were using solar information, did and electricity and this kind of things, which means the girl grew up, you know, probably in candles and this kind of thing. I don't know. But apparently he has land according to this individual, which would make sense. You know, the vicinity, the area. It kind of makes sense logically, you know, facts, you know, but then you give your thoughts on the facts and stuff. But you kind of get an understanding as to why she was miserable. I think one of the reasons what Loftus was asking the father, did she say anything? But you could tell that she wasn't happy being in that circumstance. And of course, she felt like she didn't have friends in that area so she could play with. As a normal person, I think that is not a good thing to deprive a child from, a little one from. To have fun and it helps in the development, not just in the child's motor skills and the little one's motor skills. You to remind me, in the little youth's motor skills, and it also helps them in the social skills as well. Because if you keep them distant from people, and you know not being able to socialize among their peers, then that's gonna affect them in the future. Especially when it comes onto the job market and they don't know how to operate, and then they look like weird people in society. So you have to be mindful of these things there, guys. You have to be mindful of the kind of things that people I'm not saying you can believe whatever you want, you know. You can believe monkeys, God, and this kind of things there. You can Buddha, Pam, and sing. You see me? But does make sense the reality when you try to prevent somebody else from actually doing something. And you know, I know you did caretaker and whatnot. You putting your belief on the person, but I think the father should have taken on the responsibility. But apparently, welfare did fail him in this regard, and of course, the child ended up missing. Most likely, the child may have run away. Fed up and saw the situation happening. Probably she told the guy what was going on, and she came for her. you know, and she ran away as a result of that. Who knows? Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts right there. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more. Definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification. Click the post notification bell to get all the videos as they come from. And I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom bang. Don't forget to download the Mystelics Tube app and the previous reaction video. Check it out. All links will be in the first comment in the comment box below as well.